Okay, so first of all, okay, let's start with you and me to understand actually what a system is all about before we get into any security or anything. Okay, so let's take your own home. Okay, you might be having a laptop, okay, or you might be having a PC. Let's take if it is a laptop, okay, or PC. You take what is are the components of uh, any PC? What are the components you will be regularly seeing?
CPU, monitor,
Yeah, correct,
keyboard,
right?
mouse.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, fine, excellent. This is the CPU, and this is the monitor. Okay, and this is the keyboard. Okay, so guys, just remember that I just want to tell CPU is the location where whatever you would like to process any data is happening. I want to listen to the music. Okay, I will give the inputs from the keyboard or mouse or anything. Okay, by choosing the right location, which song, which thing, by looking at here, by monitoring them, by looking at the monitor, and the my CPU will process that particular chosen song or chosen video will be played. Okay, so the CPU is the main core component of any system. Okay, and apart from that particular CPU, what and all you will have is like you have processor will be there. Okay, okay, and any motherboard will be there. Correct, right? Am I
Correct.
correct? Okay, and what all we have? Okay, hard disk
RAM.
will be there. Hard disk, HDD, hard disk or SSD. Correct, right? Nowadays configurations we are seeing everywhere. Okay, RAM is there. Correct, right? Just take it. Is granted. Okay. Now motherboard, forget about it. Okay. Three locations data gets stored here. You have to remember it in your mind. One is data will be stored at processor for processing. Okay. And HDD, hard disk. Okay. There. Okay. And RAM. Okay, I would like to move this thing part little other side. Okay, like I would like to remove this cut. Okay, sorry, take this, cut it. Okay, and I would like to put it over here below, and I would like to take this one here. Okay, now I have some applications, anything, everything installed. Correct, right? My operating system is there. Where is that operating system is there? In which memory it is their operating system? Tell me. Anyone? It is in hard disk.
Hard disk.
Correct, right? Okay. It is in hard disk. Okay. When I switch on my system, my important operating system files will move from hard disk to RAM, which are all required. When I powered on my machine, hard disk operating system files are moving from, okay, my hard disk to the RAM. That is how it is accessible to the processor. The moment when I want to execute something, that data from the RAM, where it will go to the processor. So remember one thing, okay, data will be stored or data will be at the processor. Correct, right? Data will be in transit also, means like moving from one location to another location. As of now, when it is moving means from here to here, or sometimes one computer to another computer will also be there. From here to, this is one computer, this is another computer. Okay, this is Amazon server, this is your home machine. Okay, now your data, whatever the web page you are requesting, is nothing but data. Data is in transit. Now the data you saved as a file, it is in at rest. Rest are stored. It is stored. Okay, data is processing. So there are two ways data can be in three locations. Data can be there. One is data at rest, means your hard disk or RAM. It is at rest now. They are in there. Okay, that's it. Okay, or data at transit. Okay, means from hard disk to the RAM, RAM to the processor. When it is moving, right? It might be moving. Okay, it is on the way. Okay, or here from one system to another system through various firewalls, various networks, various routers, it will go and reach. Okay, data at rest, data at transit. Okay, data at processing, means here in the processor. Okay, three locations data can be. Our main goal is in these three locations, it has to be secured. Wherever the data is there, I want to secure it. I want to secure, whether it is my system or it is through various routers from my India to US. It is going. It is not directly going through transit. It is not directly going. First, it is going to my home router to the my internet service provider, Airtel or AT&T, or if you are using Sprint, or if you might be using, uh, like what is Middle East? I don't remember. Alasat something is there, right? I don't remember the name. Okay, so it can be some operator or Telefonica or Vodafone or anything. Okay, operator, it will go from there. Again, it will go to the gateways, routers, from there to other country gateway routers. Then it will go, and it is getting stored, I mean, like getting reached to other machine. There also it might be like getting processed or doing something like that. So our main task is, okay, whether it is data at rest, means here this machine or this machine, whether it is getting stored, okay, or it might be getting processed, or it might be in transit. Our main motto is to secure the data. Okay, so that is the first point you have to remember. Okay, okay, that's good. I know my system. Okay, so I know the hard disk. Okay, that is very good. Well, and very good thing that I can secure it, because I don't. I use antivirus software in my machine to secure it. Okay, from the like some unwanted people to execute anything. So I'll keep my system very latest, and I'll make sure my system will also have some firewall, internal firewall, host based firewall. What this system is called as host. Which host is this? System will be called as a host, where the operating system is residing, right? Host means what? Where something is getting resided, some operating system here. What it is, it's something means here operating system. My operating system is resided in the host. Okay, my this host name is what? Let us see. Go to my computer, right click, properties, you see. Okay, what is my host name? That is my computer name. That is Arboya is my computer name. That is my host name. Okay, that is my host name. Okay, just remember that. That is the host name. Okay, computer name. That is my computer name. In that, what operating system is residing in this host? That is Windows operating system is residing. Correct, right? Okay, so this is 64-bit Windows operating system. It is. This is a Windows operating system, 64-bit. All these things are not required for us, but just for people who doesn't know, this is Windows operating system, and it is getting like the system name is Arboya, means Raghav Boya. Okay, Arboya. Okay, my computer name is Raghav Boya. That is, I am called as a host. Okay, then you have a Linux machine at your home. Okay, it will also have some system will have some name, right? Okay, that name is called as, say for example, it is say Srikant. You have your host name is Srikanth. You have given during the installation of your operating system. Okay, so it's the operating system, the host name is Srikanth and the operating system is Linux. Okay, so you have to remember that operating system is nothing but the software which is used for installing some, okay, utility applications. Like I have used Zoom application installed on this particular machine. Okay, I have used, Telegram app. I have used some other Wireshark software. I've used Microsoft application on this. I have installed them, which allows me to install for what purpose? To, like, I want to process my, I want to create a Excel file. Okay, so for that I need some software. So on top of operating system, applications are built. Those applications you install, and whatever the process you want to do, you can do it. Process means some requirement for you. Okay, so every system will have some name. Okay, that is what. As of now, this much is enough for us. Okay, let's come out. Okay, so the the computer is not just sitting lying down here, right? Okay, it might be communicating to the external world, and the external data is coming into our computer. Correct, right? If I remove the internet, if I disconnect internet, I will lose connection to the external world. Correct, right? To the external world. That is why internet we have. We will see what is internet after some time. But as of now, just remember that you think it in a way that it is like multiple connections. I mean, like connecting multiple systems is nothing but in a network is called as internet. Okay, as of now, you remember that. So even my computer is also, forget about network. Even my computer also internally, like Windows, like in my host, Windows operating system has provided one firewall. Why? For what purpose? Was you might not be a rich guy. Okay, you might not be a rich guy. Okay, or you might not be like interested to install any other softwares other than operating system, but you might be using browsing and all these things, right? Okay, during that particular moment of time, okay, during that particular moment of time, if you want to, okay, secure your computer, that, okay, boss, my computer should not browse the day, like should not go outside excuse me, for accessing internet. My computer should not go outside for uh, like if someone asks me to send a file, it should not be sent. Okay, my computer should only use it for accessing only the remote desktop. No other services should not be worked. So for all those things, okay, there are rules. What what kind of traffic it can come in, and what kind of traffic it can go out, it can be managed within the using some kind of firewall, that is host based firewall. Okay, what traffic should come inside your computer and what traffic should go out from your computer is called as host based firewall. Will take care of it. Sorry, host based computer, I said host based firewall. Okay, or some, oh, okay, this much you remember. Okay, some kind of things are there like that. Okay, like how you have some security like apparatus which is inbuilt along with the operating system. Okay, you can also install something called as antivirus. Okay, all these things which can actually like take care of your system's security. Okay, like antivirus also you can install antivirus software in your computer. Okay, just remember that to secure what should be sent out and what should be received. That is for what purpose? Okay, securing transit. Whenever if the data is in transit, to secure it. Okay, please don't send data, okay, outside for these applications. So firewall main job is only one thing. Okay, boss, you are trying to reach some service which I should not allow, and I am clearly told that this service should not be sent outside, so I am blocking you. That's why we have firewalls. Firewall can be installed in a simple system also, third party firewalls, but Windows comes up with its own firewall, so that is by default it is there. Antivirus, why we have firewall, right? Why we need antivirus? Okay, antivirus why we have means some software which you copied, okay, which is there, okay, by mistake. If it is a malicious files, okay, they will identify it is a virus file, and they will, okay, block that firewall to do any operations on your computer. Like it don't allow your processor to run that particular, you know, a particular file to run on your processor. So data at transit, for securing data at transit in a single computer, you can use host based firewall. Data at, you know, processing, data at processing, you can use antivirus software. And data at rest in your computer. Oh guys, sorry. Okay, data at rest, okay, in your software, you can use encryption. What are all these? We will discuss later. Okay, but data at rest is in hard disk. Okay, I will tell what it is in a simple way. As of now, I'll tell, because we are discussing about security with respect to one computer. Okay, now for processor and all, some files should not be executed. Means like antivirus we have, like which traffic should be sent out, which traffic should not be allowed inside. Like for transit and all, we have host based firewalls. Okay, but hard disk data at rest is also is there for us. Okay, how we can secure it? Using the encryption. Encryption is nothing but I say hello to you. Okay, got it right? Okay, and you said I sent hello to you as a text, and you received it. In between, when it is traveling in between you and me, okay, or if someone actually captures the data, they are able to understand it. So like, oh, these guys are talking now, something he said hello, and the other guy said whatever it said, hey, hi Rago. He said now hi Rago as a response. Like that, someone attackers will be listening. Okay, so any data, any point of time, okay, to not to get understand whether it is rest or it is at transit, okay, or at the processing time or any time, okay, what is required is like, for to secure it, convert the plain text, convert the plain text to cipher text, convert the plain text to cipher text. Cipher means, you know, it is a kind of, you know, like a gibberish format, ununderstandable format. Okay, cipher, I don't know whether I am, okay, this might be the correct. Okay, converting the plain text into the cipher text. Cipher means like I said, say for example, hello. Okay, I will convert hello to, now I will take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z is there. Okay, take this. I will use some algorithm where A becomes F, B becomes G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, now hello is there. Now what I'll do is H place what I have. Okay, I think MI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place. That is M I will keep. I am converting the plain text into ciphertext. Okay. Then E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is J. Okay. Some people already know these concepts, but it is for the people who doesn't even know anything. For them, I'm just explaining. Okay. So L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Oh, L, right? Okay, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12th place. Correct, right? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is Q. Okay, Q. Then hello. Q. Then O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Okay, T. Okay, now this text will be sent to the other person. Okay, like this. Now the attackers in between, who are during the transit or whoever has actually when it got in rest or when it is processing, if they get this data, okay, then since they don't know that these guys are spoke in between, whenever this text comes, convert it into this format and decode it and decode this text. Since they don't know this particular thing, okay, now they will think that, okay, hey, I don't know what is they are speaking now. Okay, now this is not useful data for me, so they will leave it. It's not useful for them. But receiver knows what he has to do with that. He knows that he has converted, okay, H with M. So I have to use whatever I have in this position. M is there, right? For that equivalent position is H. Oh, H I have to keep. Okay, J. J's equivalent position is E. Okay, oh, I have to use E. Okay, then L. Okay, L. Oh, like this, he will decrypt it and he will use the security as a feature to transfer the data during the transit or in I mean store it. Because why I'm telling it very important, even at the data at rest also very important. Rest means storing any data in the hard disk is also very important in encrypted format. Why I'll tell, if you store this data in some encrypted format, if someone steals your hard disk, some important, like office information, or your personal photos, or for personal financial related things, everything is there in there. Okay, if he gets it, he will take advantage of it. Okay, but if it is in encrypted format, okay, then he won't understand anything. So he won't be able to understand what is the file itself. You need to have again the same key and what algorithm he has used to convert this to this one, right? That algorithm and the if he doesn't know, okay, how, in which way they converted from this format to this format, if they doesn't know, so it is not useful for them. Okay, got it, right? Okay, so okay, so now the data, now we know like where and all they get stored. Okay, so and there are different locations, like it is stored in a computer or it can be for processor. But when I say in transit, how it get transited, like I am sitting here in Bangalore and some of you guys are sitting in US, some of you guys are sitting in Middle East, some of you sitting in Mumbai, Delhi, everywhere. Okay, but somehow I would like to reach you guys. Okay, so how it is going, let's see some like some you know like from one country to another country, how the transmission of data happens. Okay, yeah, let's take it. Okay, This is very simple. I will explain this to every batch that how um, that two countries can, like, somewhere the server is in US, but how we are able to reach you guys. Okay, and how you are able to reach you guys. Uh, like, who are we in India? Like, even if you are in Middle East or even US somewhere. Okay, so every country, if you see here, okay, the internet is spread across, like, within the country itself, right? If you take here, and if you are in Middle East, like Arabia, or if you are in, Emirates, or you are in Qatar, anywhere, okay, if you see, say, some points are there, through, like, whatever the data within the country sent, first will go to those points, okay, to the exit points. Those are all called as gateways for the country. Gateways means region based, like this is China, this is China, okay. If you see, this is west coast and east coast, okay. If you see here, so many exit and entry points are here. That, like, maybe this entire area data is, like, from this area to this area, that entire data is going from here. From this area to this area, that entire data is going from here. They have underlaid some cables in the ocean. In the ocean, how they underlie? Submarine cables. Let's see. Okay, like this, the cables will be like this. You know, you see this. Okay, they will be laying the cable. Some companies like Tata or like NTT. How many of you know NTT company? NTT, NTT. Like earlier, Docomo is there, right? For us, like for Indians, uh, Docomo, heard, right? So this company is the leader in submarine cabling services. Okay, this is, see, like this, the cable will be kept inside, like a big ship will be there, which it will be carrying that cable, and it will be laying that under the seabed. Okay, and that is what the cable what you're seeing from one country to another. This is how the internet works. One country will have some routers, okay, which are at the exit, like gateways. Okay, so these gateways, okay, will be connected to another country. Say for example, through Pacific, they are able to connect to Japan, South Korea, Australia, okay, through cables. If you see small small points, means those are all small small islands. Those are also small island nations. See, that's why we have here Tokau, okay, something, okay, like Virgin Islands will be there, Fuji is there, okay. So like the Australia, somewhere it got connected. Same how you have these maps, right? Every city will have one kind of gateway for each operator also. If you are using ATT, or if I'm using Airtel, if you are using some Geo, every, like, they have their own offices for routers. All my data from my home is going to the Airtel. From there, it is going to some other part in India, or in Australia, or in US. Got it, right? So that is what they do here. Okay. So the interconnection of, okay, multiple computers forms an internet. Computer from US is able to connect with computer in Australia, or computer in India, or China, or anywhere in the Middle East, or with US. They can actually communicate using only this kind of technology. I mean, like the submarine cable. These are all like very big routers. They are like processing the data in gigabytes, petabytes. Okay, fraction of second, because country entire, my voice only, whatever it is there, might be like 100 MB of data might be carrying per minute. So those, that particular voice data, you are able to listen to it now. Okay, like that, people will be streaming, people will be doing a lot of things will be doing. Okay, they'll be doing. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, this is how the countries will communicate. First, internet will be like this. Okay, we got the bigger picture now. Let's scale it down to the country now. You know how the country to country communication happens. Example, I want to, you know, like from India, I would like to connect to, US. I have two ways. Either I can choose my East Coast way, where it is like from Chennai, I can connect to Singapore. From there, I can go to, the Japan. From there to I can go to like the West Coast side. Okay, like San Francisco or any other locations I can directly connect. Okay, or if I want to connect to, if this line is down, someone please go on mute. Okay, so if this particular line is down, then I'll choose this particular my entire traffic, whatever it has to go to US, I'll choose this particular path. Okay, from here also I can go to this particular, like the Singapore, from there to Japan, from there to uh, US or Canada. Okay, because they are not directly connected through intermediate routers. It has to be connected. That means when you send anything like web page request, like google.com, if I'm doing, okay, or Amazon if I'm doing, okay, it is passing through multiple routers. Okay, maybe from your home to your operator, from your operator to your country gateway, from your country gateway to your next some another router of another country, from there to another router of another country. Okay, so like that it will go and somehow reach the destination. If say some seismic, what do you say it, like some tectonic plates rupture or something, okay, some like this entire east side internet is down. Okay, this entire internet is down, but I would like to communicate with still the connection to be active. So what I'll do, I'll divert all my traffic from here to through this particular line, which will pass and connect to Spain, from Spain to, like to USA. Okay, I can connect like that. So it gives you the reliability of internet is up and running all the time. Okay, so somehow you can reach in whichever way you want, US. Even if one line is down, this entire area earthquake has come, so internet has completely shut down here, but still this country needs internet, right? So they will reach US through some other path. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, so this is a bigger picture of how the internet works. Now let's scale it down how it works in India itself, okay, or US. This is how they lay down the connection, like one country to another country using the submarine cabling. It's not like what you think, it will go to the satellite and from there to other country. No, that is not the case. Satellite is also there, but it is very slow compared to our the regular thing. But now, yes, Elon Musk is actually bringing Skynet. What is it? Skynet only, right? Starlinks. Okay, which is actually he's trying to, through satellite itself, whatever the data speed you are getting through the broadband, the same speed he would like to give for the remote places as well. Okay, because it's very costly, because the cabling has to be done, because it is underlying, what do you say, underground submarine cabling, or even if you see from one city to another city or within the city, they have to lay down the cables. Okay, it is cost for the companies. Okay, so if there is any remote village or something like that, I hope you might have experienced that. If you are in countryside, like, or if you are in a village side, okay, it's like the signals won't be that much strong and you won't get proper bandwidth like broadbands. You won't, it's hard to get the broadband also. Okay, because like like for you, for your sake alone, they don't invest millions of dollars, correct, right? So that is the problem. Okay, so just remember at a high level that how the submarine cabling and all these things comes into the picture. Okay, so you know Okay, India cable, okay, OFC cable maps. Okay, optical fiber connectivity map. Okay. Okay, let's just take it. Just take it. Open the image in new tab. Okay, this is how, like, the countries within the country, how they are interconnected, where and all we have the main routers, how they are going to interact like this. Like, you have some routers in between. As I said, like, if the say I would like to communicate to US, from this guy, somehow he has to reach through the connections which are laid out here to this location, and he has to connect to US, or he has to take some different approach and reach here, and he can go this way. Okay, somehow there are some intermediate within the country itself. You have so many routers in place. Like, you can consider these are all Airtel, um, different states. Like, if it is like MP, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this is Gujarat. Okay, um, okay, someone is asking the question, what type of cabling is it? Optical by for? Yes, yes, it is 100%, because no other cables, whether it is in submarine or land, no other cable technology is there that is better than optical fiber cable. Okay, it processes in terabytes of seconds, petabytes of seconds. Okay, which is light is the fastest thing what a human knows. You cannot travel faster than light. So that's why optical means light. Okay, that's why optical fiber communication happens. Using the light, they will transmit the data. Okay, 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 fine. Now, this is how, like, different operators they are, these guys, and they are having this thing. Now, in this, okay, you take this one particular location, like, and you have somewhere situated your office next to it, somewhere within that city. Okay, so how it actually depicts that particular office network or your home network, that you'll say simple home network. Okay, home network diagram. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, let's open this. Open a new image. Okay, okay, yes. So this is a simple your home. Okay, here ISP is nothing but it might be an Airtel, or it might be, you know uh, uh, it can be, you're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, you can go on mute. Okay, so this is ISP. Okay, that is like your AT&T or your everybody. Could you please go on mute? Okay, it can be a spring, like Airtel, or it can be Vodafone, or it can be Orange, or anything. Okay, that particular ISP, you have taken a connection. Okay, that connection, he'll be like providing you some cable, OFC cable. Okay, or some whatever the cable that company has got, through which means he wants to reach you guys at your home. It will like laid out some cable over there from his ISP to your home. In between, some boxes will be there. Like, he'll bring the connection to that location, and all the connections in that particular neighborhood, the cables will go to that box, which is not mentioned here, but you consider it is ISP. Okay, so now from there to your home, one router will be there. To that router, they will give the connection. Okay, this is how the router looks. You have everyone, that router, how it is, like, it will be like this. Okay, this is the typical router, how it looks. Here multiple are there, but I'll open one. Okay, okay, like this. Okay, so you bring the input connection here. Okay, here multiple routers are there. On top of, you take only one. Okay, take this and you can connect physically 4 connections or 5 connections using the network cable. You will have, your PC will have some network cable, right? Using them, this is the input port, and these are all the, this is the router port, that is exit and the route, the data that is coming from the internet will connect to this, and then to which system it has to be sent, will be sent through this port to that specific machine, or through Wi-Fi it will send. This is the Wi-Fi router antennas. Okay, Wi-Fi router antennas. Okay, these are all input ports. Okay, this is the main port, Ethernet port. This is the called as Ethernet, where your internet connection is going to be plugged in. Where the internet connection is going to be plugged in. Okay, so now this particular internet connection, okay, is coming from the ISP provider, means internet service provider. Okay, so from the ISP it has come to this location. Sorry, I'm very sorry. Okay, to this home router. Okay, now home router has got possibility, either using the cable he can connect to a machine, or through Wi-Fi your laptop or phone you can connect to the routers. Correct, right? Okay, and this is how you are going to connect the systems. Correct, right? This is how your office, typical home office looks. Home, your home looks, diagram it looks. Okay, but do you find any what are all, like, which one is a networking device here? Which connecting the two different networks, means your ISP is there and your phone is there, or your PC is there, or which one is that networking device is what here? Router. Your wireless router is a networking device, which it takes your router is nothing but connects one network, that is your internet service provider's internet, with your home network, with your home network, through which one? Through router. So remember, that is why I have said multiple networks will be connected using the router. Here it is called as a home router. Where it is, yeah, this is the home router, but these are all gateway routers. One country data has to be sent to another country, so they have a gateway routers. In one city's data has to be sent to the another city, so city based some gateway routers will be there. ISP will have a gateway router example. Okay, so like that, you, it is your own local network. This is our local, your local here, this is your local, and this is the internet. This is local network, means my computer, okay, and my phone under my router, that is local. Okay, connecting to the internet, connecting to the internet, two different networks. Whenever it is there, to connect them we need a router. Local network to internet, router is required. Got it? Okay, now, so same way, let us take in a bigger picture. Now office is there. Now let us connect, see how a, like our off, I mean like home is there, how they are connected is like this. Now let us see office. Okay. Simple enterprise network diagram. Okay, yeah. Mhm. Okay, let us see whichever it is the easiest way, simple one we need. Let's go to the images. Okay, uh take this. Okay, open it, right click, open it in a image format. Let's see. Okay, so internet, you connected to the ISP. He has given you the cable and you have a router. Got it right, guys? You have a router, and that router Okay, multiple systems are there in the office, correct, right? Are connected to the switch. Switch is within the local network. Multiple computers can be connected to it. Okay, and this router, the request from the switches or from any other source, like within the organization from different locations. Okay, let me take another example, whichever it is more relevant for you guys. Okay, yeah, take this. Open in new image tab. Okay, this it will be like good. Okay, okay. So you see, this is my one location. Okay, where all my HR team is working here. Okay, and they are connected to one central router. This is considered also one router. Okay, and this is one more area. This is not HR department, this is a payroll department. Payroll department. Okay, they are connected using one more router from here. Okay, and this is one more network in my office itself. This is like development team, software development team. They are connected to one more network, that is router. Okay, so just multiple networks are connected to one main router. And if someone wants to communicate to the world externally, forget about the names, whichever it has written. Okay, I will rewrite the diagram here in some time, but just remember, different types of networks are there. Okay, and they are connected to one location from one router. From there they are connecting to the internet. This is say, think it as an internet. See, your computer is there, your PC is there, traffic that is coming and going out, who is taking care? Who is which to be allowed, which not to be allowed? That is firewall, host based firewall you have in computer. But for office, what you have? Some firewall you will have, some software. It's not like something like operating system only, but it is in a hardware. Okay, some it looks something like this only uh, for viewing it. Okay, which looks something like this only, which will be kept over here. But for depicting firewall, always they depict it with red bricks. They depict it as a firewall. Okay, so firewall is the one which, like, boss, every computer has got its own firewall. What traffic it has to allow to the external world, and what traffic it has to receive from the external world. But okay, from internet to my network, this is all my network. My network is subdivided into multiple parts, but this all my network, and this is internet. From something is coming from internet to my network. Okay, from internet to my network, all the traffic will be filtered. From my filter means whom to be allowed, which traffic to be allowed, which traffic to be not allowed, will be taken care by the firewall. Now we will write that in a diagrammatic way. Okay, okay, let's take that in a simplest way. Okay, no, this one. Okay, here my start recording. Yes, take this Control Z, take it. This is the internet service provider, ISP. Okay, internet service provider. Okay, he is connected to the internet. He is connected to the internet. This guy is connected to the Internet. Internet means how it is. As I told, if you are like, if you have to reach US means first it will go to the country's gateway. From there to that particular, some different countries gateways, and from there it will reach US. In US, they will try to identify the specific um, uh, ISP of that Amazon.com or something like that. Then after that, it will go to the router of Amazon router. From there, Amazon web server is there. Okay, something like that. Okay, just internet is like that. Okay, okay. Now this is the internet. Okay, now this is the internet service provider. Means my Airtel office where that ISP has got his own router. Okay, okay. Now he's providing service to me. Okay, to my organization. So what I'll do, I will have a connection from here to my office. Okay, and then I have a firewall here. I have a firewall here. Sorry, I have a router here. Why? Because from internet, okay, to your from internet to your office network, correct, right? Or home network. Using which networking device we can connect? Using router. Okay, now router is there. Okay, now after the router, for security purpose, okay, router doesn't have any firewall. Example, router doesn't have any firewall. Router's main task is, if some traffic comes, okay, whether it should be allowed inside or outside, that only it will understand. Okay, so for security's sake, let us install like how what traffic to be allowed into the company and what traffic should not be allowed to the external world. We will, like how we have the host based firewall. Okay, same way we can have some device which does the same functionality. You will come to know about more in-depth details about second third class. Okay, so as of now, just remember, firewall will take care of this. Router is just like a brain. Okay, okay, from here you go, from here to here you go, from here to here you go. So for the ISP to reach you, until unless you have a router, he cannot reach you. So that's the only reason why you have router. But which traffic from router received that should be allowed into the organization or not will be taken care by the firewall. Okay, everything whatever from the internet, the data comes to your router, okay, will not be able to pass through this firewall and reach to the specific computers, because firewall will decide whether to allow that traffic or not into the country, into the company, or the traffic from internally which is going outside to the company. Example I can give you. Okay, Facebook, some employee is there sitting somewhere here. Okay, he is an office employee itself. Okay, now Facebook should not be allowed to be visited. Okay, or forget about Facebook. Okay, he wants to connect his home computer somewhere in the internet. Okay, here somewhere here his home computer is there in the internet. Okay, his home computer is there here. Okay, from here, from the office premises, this is the office premises. This is the office premises. Okay, and he wants to connect from here to here. Is it okay to allow such things? No, it is not allowed. So you will write some rules in firewall. Okay, saying that, okay, remote desktop means this kind of connection, remote desktop connection, like it will ask the computer name, that means that like IP address of the machine, of this machine, and then it will ask the username of that machine, and if you enter connect, it will ask the password later. Okay, like this, you can connect any remote machine. If you know the other system's remote IP address and you know the system computer name, you can connect it. This is how the computers in Amazon cloud can be connected from your home also. Okay. So from this computer would like to communicate with this. This is called as remote desktop connection. Now, this is a protocol. Remote desktop connection is a protocol. RDP, remote desktop protocol, connection protocol. Now, this port will be closed. Means this service will be like in the rules it has written. Please do not allow from internal to external. Here it is written in this rule. Okay, internal to external. Please do not allow people to communicate to the remote desktops, means their homes or some cloud, somewhere something is not allowed. So when the request come from here to reach this, okay, as soon as firewall check, where are you going, boss? First of all, you tell me, sir, I'm going to connect to the remote desktop. Wait, I have a rule. First let me check whether you are allowed or not. Firewall will check in its rules. In which rule? Internal to external. Two rules will be there. Internal to external and external to internal. Now the rule which one it will trigger? Internal to the external, because it is going. Internet is outside, so it is external. From where internal coming? From internal to external, it will check that rule and comes to know that, hey, you are trying to reach a service where in my rule book it has clearly stated that any internal to external RDP is to be blocked. RDP means remote desktop connections to be blocked. So it will block that traffic and the request doesn't proceed further. So firewall is helping you in blocking such traffic. This kind of firewalls, small companies, mid-sized companies, and big enterprises, everyone they will use. This router, okay, might be given by your operator, or you might have bought on your own and you just configured it. And this firewall will be bought by you only. Okay, you have to purchase it. Who are the firewall companies manufacturing it as of now? Two companies are there for your understanding. One is Palo Alto, okay, and another one is I can say Cisco, and another one I can say um, uh, Fortinet. Fortinet, I guess. Okay, Fortinet. Okay, so these are the firewalls which the companies who are manufacturing the firewalls. Routers who are manufacturing, okay, I will tell you, Cisco company, okay, and Juniper, okay, then Aruba. These are the companies who are manufacturing the routers. Okay, Cisco is very famous in routers. Um, Firewall Palo Alto is a famous. Okay, now we are, whenever someone asks you, okay, which firewall you have, then you should answer, okay, we have Palo Alto firewall, because you are going to learn those firewall logs, everything, firewall related functionality, everything you will learn. Okay, so now you got the basic understanding of firewall. Just whatever it is required as of now, that much we have understood. Now the firewall is there, excellent. Okay, now it will block the traffic, excellent. Okay, whatever the traffic that is passing through the firewall, first it will check the rule book, whatever it is written in that firewall, to be allowed or blocked. Okay, now what happens? Your office has got so many computers. Okay, let's take depict it in a pictorial way. Like this is one computer, this is another computer, this is another computer, this is another computer, all are there. Okay, sequentially. Okay, all these have the network connections, correct, right? Okay, remember, in an office all the connections from the computer always goes to where, means something called as switch. In office I'm talking. Okay, local area connections are computers are connected to switch. Switch, how it looks, we will see online. Okay, image. This is how a switch looks. Okay, 1 port, 2 port, 3 port, 4 port, 5 port, 6 port, 7 port, 8 port, 9. Like this, all the computers in the office can be connected to here. And there is one more port here where it will take all the data from these ports and sends it to some other, whichever the connected device. That what it is, we will see. Okay, but all the computers in one area, like this entire floor, all the computers are connected to this switch. Okay, like this connected to this switch. Okay, got it right? And you can restart it, all these things. See, this is a Cisco switch. Okay. Hmm? Is it from the security point of view, switch is important for us? No. Okay, like firewall is a security device which is important for us. For our cyber security analyst, that device is very important for us. Router, no, not an important, because it is not blocking or allowing any traffic. Switch, no, it is not blocking or allowing any traffic. Okay, just it is important for us to understand whether it is required for us or not in our organization, whether it is there or not. Yes, it is there. Okay, here that switch is there, all the computers are connected to the switch. Okay, and now this switch, okay, connected to, remember this is very important. Okay, to, if this computer would like to communicate with, this is the HR department, and here the some other group of people sitting, development department is there, software developers are sitting here. Okay, and all their computers are connected to the switch. Okay, like this. Okay, now I would like to communicate from here to here. Okay, now I'd like to communicate from there to here. Let me just move the diagram somewhat, because it is, yeah, little down. I'll keep it here and then exactly here. Okay, now it is good. Okay, so now here, this is which group? I have told you this is development group, development department. This they have their own section. Okay, and they are connected to some switch. Now remember, whatever that in real world, real time, in real offices, okay, the data that is coming out from each, this is entire thing is one area. Okay, is connected, even though to the switch, if it is going out, if it is going out, okay, within the office to the some other location, it has to pass through one more internal firewall. Internal firewall. Okay, whether our HR department people are allowed to connect to, whether to the, you know, HR department I mean, like my developers are should be allowed to connect to the HR department, or to the, or should be they should be allowed to connect to the internet or not. You have written here itself in this firewall itself, so that you are reducing the risk to an extent that, whether, okay, rather than like entire putting all the load onto our firewall, here the main firewall, like you're telling boss, first of all, when if you want to move from here itself, whether you should allow out of this particular location or not, I'll let you know. If you want to connect to the internet, I don't allow. If you want to connect to the HR department, I have the rules to allow. That kind of rules are written in this firewall. Okay, that kind of rules are written in this firewall. So there are firewalls here also. Okay, and this firewall are connected using the router, because this is one more internal network, and this is one more internal network. Whenever there is two network comes, router should be bridging them. Okay, got it right? Like two networks comes, this is my local network, office network, and this is the internet. I need a router. This is my HR network, and this is my this network, which is developer network. I need a router here. Okay. For local communication from this machine to this machine, this machine to this machine, switch is enough. Okay, for two systems to communicate, switch is enough. But two networks to communicate, router is required. But from one network to another network, when it is communicating, always firewall is required. Okay, this firewall is called as the internal firewall. This firewall is called as perimeter firewall. Perimeter means this is called as a perimeter, right? Okay, perimeter of a circle or something like that, means where the last point is there. So that particular firewall, where this firewall is the last firewall, right, within this organization. So that firewall is called as perimeter firewall. In this particular perimeter, which firewall is here? This firewall is there. So that's why it is called as a perimeter firewall. These are all internal firewall. Internal firewalls, you don't use Palo Alto or FortiGate or anything. Cisco firewalls we will use. Cisco ASA firewall, company name and the model, ASA model. Okay, Cisco ASA firewall. Internal router, normal any series of internal routers you can take. If it is a perimeter firewall, we use Palo Alto. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, I hope you were able to know how the organization network it looks, okay, from a pictorial way. This actually like helps you to understand how it is. Tomorrow I'll extend this same topic, okay, by adding some more components. But now if you compare the home network with your office network, it is little complex. Okay, same things we will some other components will keep tomorrow, but for as of now network level, this much you understand. Okay, let's next module will cover the proper enterprise network. It is just a depiction. Now tomorrow my next class will be learning a little more about this. Okay, yeah.